After a week since the version 4.2 drip marketing, we finally got information about the kit and abilities of a character that we've definitely been waiting for. Who else if not Silverwolf SP, who goes by the name Silverwolf Level 999. Silverwolf Level 999 is one of the characters that will appear in the upcoming version 4.2. She has an imaginary type with the Elation path, and plays the role of a DPS that has extremely strong synergy with Sparxie. Why? Because her ultimate has a chance to trigger Elation damage randomly every time a teammate uses one skill point. So since Sparxie is indeed a character that is very SP hungry, the two of them will be a perfect match. So I know you guys can't wait anymore, right? I'm Hoyostation and let's jump straight into the full kit breakdown of Silverwolf Level 999 version 4.2. Let's do this. Do you have a character or weapon in the game that you really want but you don't have enough Stellar Jades? Here's a smarter way to recharge your favorite games like Genshin Impact and honkaistarrail. Look no further than Lootbar. Lootbar is the most reliable top-up platform. It saves up to 23% for all orders compared with the official channel, and it provides an 80% off for your first purchase. It's 100% safe as you will only be using your UID. We will buy pack for 3,000 Stellar Jades for $42, which otherwise would have costed $50, totally saving $7.5. We received the crystals we purchased in the less than 3 minutes. All recharges will be done through the official channel with miHoyo, which allows you to enjoy all top-up offers. Ready to level up your gaming experience? Check the link in the description to get the amazing discount. Alright, now we move on into the first part, and in my opinion, the most important part that you need to know, which is the basic attack. Silverwolf has two types of basic attacks, which are the normal basic attack and bonus stage, or what you can call an enhanced basic attack. For the normal basic attack, catch these hands, the effect is similar to other characters, which is dealing imaginary damage equal to 100% of Silverwolf Level 999's attack to a single enemy. Now what makes it unique is in the bonus stage called Esteemed Wolf mode. This skill will deal imaginary damage equal to 160% of Silverwolf Level 999's attack, which is distributed into 100 bounces that hit enemies randomly. After bouncing several times, the bounces will stop and trigger a special effect called Premium Supply Mystery Box once, up to a maximum of 2 triggers. When hidden ranking reaches 40 or 80 points, this effect will be triggered again for 1 or 2 times. This ability will end if all enemies on the field receive fatal damage, but if there are still enemies remaining, Silverwolf will gain 1 extra turn and will use this ability again based on the remaining bounces and Premium Supply Mystery Box left. Now you might be wondering, what does Premium Supply Mystery Box mean? Don't worry, I will explain that later in the ultimate section. Oh yeah, besides dealing damage to enemies, the effect of this enhanced basic attack will also increase the duration of all buffs owned by Silverwolf by 1 turn, when this attack is used for the first time in a turn. So this effect can be triggered repeatedly every single turn. After all attacks have been dealt to the enemies, Silverwolf will launch a final hit that deals imaginary damage equal to 60% of attack Silverwolf Level 999 distributed evenly to all enemies. Oh yeah, here's some additional info. Silverwolf has a special point called Hidden Ranking Point. Every hidden point that we have will increase the damage of this enhanced basic attack by 0.30%. After launching the final hit, hidden ranking will be removed and then gain the currently accumulated hidden ranking. Hidden ranking points can be obtained in various ways, guys. One of the easiest ways is by collecting punchlines, because every punchline that we get, we will automatically gain 1 hidden ranking point. After explaining something quite complicated, we move on to her skill, which in my opinion is quite simple and very easy to understand, which is the skill called Shoot Stats Pop Off. This skill will give 5 punchlines and deal imaginary damage equal to 160% of attack Silverwolf Level 999 to all enemies. Is that all? Yes, that's all, and there's no other effects. So yeah, you could say that this skill is just a complement to her main kit, where these punchlines can later be converted into hidden ranking that we can use to activate the ultimate. Next, we move on to the most important part of her kit, which is the ultimate called God Mode Activate. When this ultimate is activated, Silver Wolf level 999 will immediately gain 80 hidden ranking points, then enter a special state called Invincible Player State, and immediately gain 100% action advance. After that, while Silver Wolf is in this state, she will also create a special zone. What does this special zone do? Now when we have Certified Banger, every time a teammate inside the zone uses one skill point, we have a chance to trigger one premium supply mystery box, which will deal imaginary elation damage equal to 34% to all enemies and will trigger one random effect from 3 available effects. First, the effect called Super Mega Ultra Blade. This effect deals true damage to the enemy with the highest HP equal to 20% of the current total damage. Second, the effect called Boom 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 Egg. This effect will recover 2 skill points. And third, Weird Weird Weirdo Beans. This effect will grant 3 punchlines instantly. Oh yeah, the initial chance to trigger this effect is 100%. So this effect will definitely activate the first time, and unfortunately the probability will continue to decrease by 20% for each subsequent trigger. So on the 5th trigger, this effect will no longer activate. Then how do we make it activate again? You need to trigger the Elation skill, which I will explain later. In my opinion, this ultimate clearly provides a lot of benefits, such as action advance, which allows Silver Wolf level 999 to immediately launch an attack using the enhanced basic attack. In addition, because the effect of this ultimate zone heavily depends on characters that consume a lot of SP, it clearly makes Sparxie a very suitable and important support for Silver Wolf level 999 in version 4.2. Not only that, Sparxie can also provide a lot of additional punchlines through her enhanced basic attack, which will also quickly provide additional hidden ranking points. So you could say Sparxie's position is one of the mandatory supports for this version of Silver Wolf, because the hidden ranking requirement is quite high, which is 80 points every time you want to activate the ultimate. Next, we will move on to the talent section, which in my opinion is still connected to the ultimate earlier. The talent called I'm the Carry has the effect that the ultimate can only be activated if we have 80 hidden ranking points. So like certain characters, Silver Wolf will not benefit from characters that can provide additional energy, such as Sunday, Woohoo, and others. However, the good thing is that these hidden ranking points can actually be stored up to an extra 80 points, so we don't need to worry if there are excess hidden ranking points that would go to waste, because in total we can store up to 160 hidden ranking points. After that, just like what I said earlier, this talent also has the effect that every time we obtain a punchline, Silver Wolf level 999 will also gain hidden ranking in the same amount. So again, characters that can quickly generate punchlines will be very useful for Silver Wolf. And next, when we are in the Invincible Player state from her ultimate, Silver Wolf level 999 will be immune to crowd control. Then her critical damage will also increase by 30%, cannot use ultimate, and lastly, her basic attack and elation skill will change into her enhanced version. After Silver Wolf uses her enhanced basic attack 3 times, Silver Wolf will exit the Invincible Player state, which will also automatically end her ultimate mode. And for the last effect, when we have Certified Banger, when we use basic attack or skill on enemies, it will deal an additional 40% imaginary elation damage. Attacks from the enhanced basic attack will also be converted into elation damage with the same multiplier, making Silver Wolf's attack even stronger and highly dependent on the number of punchlines. Oh yeah, besides her main talent, Silver Wolf level 999 also has a special effect that is only owned by certain characters, like Asterisk for example, which is special talent called 999 Security Guard. This effect is active if we have Silverwolf level 999 or when Silverwolf level 999 is in the team. Every time a teammate is affected by a crowd control debuff, all allies will gain Firewall for one turn. Now the cool part is that while in the Firewall state, all team members will be immune to crowd control effects given by enemies. So this effect will be very useful for fighting enemies like boss Kafka who frequently apply crowd control effects, even though this effect only triggers once per wave. In my opinion, it's still pretty decent. Alright, now let's talk a bit about her technique, which is called Trust Me. This is tier 0. In my opinion, the effect of this technique is pretty cool. When activated, Silverwolf will summon a funky flavor bean. If we press the technique button again, then the funky flavor bean will be removed. Just as a note, this technique will not consume technique points, but when our technique points reach 0, the summon will disappear and the technique cannot be used. What's cool is that this funky flavor bean can make normal enemies within the area immediately enter the terrified state. Similar to Acheron's technique, in this condition, the funky flavor bean will automatically seek out normal enemies and instantly kill them by using one technique point. However, when Funky Flavor Bean is active and we enter battle, it will immediately trigger one premium supply mystery box every wave. The effect of this has already been explained at the beginning. In my opinion, this technique is really cool. What do you guys think? Now we move on to a part that is no less cool, which is the Elation skill. Unlike other Elation characters, Silverwolf level 999 has two versions of Elation skills, which are the normal version and the enhanced version. For the normal version, Hall of Fame Rewind, it will directly grant 20 hidden ranking points. Simple. But unlike the previous version, for the enhanced version, Honkai level DPS Showcase, it will deal 200% imaginary elation damage to all enemies, while also resetting the fixed chance to trigger premium supply mystery box back to its initial value. In my opinion, this elation skill is very important to be triggered frequently, because if this elation skill is triggered often, then the chance of premium supply mystery box appearing will keep happening, which means it's very good for making Silverwolf's mechanics run properly. And next we move on to traces section, which is also interesting to discuss. For the first trace, Falls and Speedrun, every 100 attack points exceeding 2000 points will increase elation by 5% up to a maximum of 120%. Well, you could say this trace is very similar to Sparxie's, because both depend on the amount of attack. And if we calculate it, ideally we need around 4400 attack to maximize its effect. Clearly, this number is not easy to achieve, so the signature line cone option is really worth it to maximize the effect of this trace. And for the second trace, True and Requirement, every time a instant is triggered, if the punchlines we obtain reach 20 or 40 points, then we will also gain an additional 20 or 40 hidden ranking points. Honestly, this effect is really cool, because with this effect, it becomes easier for us to trigger the ultimate faster as long as we reach the threshold of 20 or 40 punchlines. And lastly, the third trace, Hidden Stage Completionist. The effect is quite simple, it only gives 20 hidden ranking points at the start of battle. Even though the effect looks very simple, it's actually quite helpful, especially because we want to trigger Silverwolf's first ultimate as quickly as possible, guys. And finally, we move on to the EIDOLON section. EIDOLON 1, Ether Editing, makes premium supply mystery box grant an additional 2 punchlines and increases elation damage by 200%. This effect is quite useful because premium supply mystery box is one of the core parts of Silverwolf level 999's kit. With this addition, we still gain punchlines even if the random effect that appears is not weirdo bean. And the damage dealt also becomes much bigger, because we can trigger premium supply mystery box multiple times as long as we have skill points and enough luck. This effect becomes even stronger. And for EIDOLON 2, a feature, not a bug. Enemies inside the zone will receive the absolute weakness effect, which implants all weakness types and reduces base resistance to 0. If the base resistance is already 0, then the resistance of the corresponding type will be reduced again by 20%. In addition, when enemies with absolute weakness receive elation damage from teammates, the damage will be recorded by Silver Wolf level 999. This recorded value will be used after the final hit of the enhanced basic attack as true damage equal to 20% of the total stored damage, distributed to all enemies, and the record will be removed. This effect can be considered extremely broken, guys, because Silver Wolf level 999 can continuously store damage during the duration of the ultimate. Because of that, it's highly recommended to use Elation type teammates like Sparxie and Yao Guang, who can generate high Elation damage to take advantage of this effect. As for Eidolon 4, I came, I saw, I one-shot. This Eidolon makes the Elation damage from Honkai level DPS showcase gain additional scaling based on the total punchlines owned. This means that as the battle goes on, the damage from this enhanced Elation scale will become bigger and more lethal. And finally, Eidolon 6, Max Solo Leveling. This Eidolon makes all Elation damage provide a Merry Makes effect of 25%. Enhanced basic attack will also no longer remove hidden ranking, and will still leave 30% of the total used. When in invincible player state, if the hidden ranking owned exceeds the limit, Silver Wolf level 999 will immediately gain an additional action. This effect is very strong, because it increases the damage consistency and provides additional actions, which makes the damage output even higher, guys. And finally, we arrive at the last part, which is Silver Wolf's signature light cone called Welcome to Cosmic City. In my opinion, the effect of this light cone is really cool and fits Silver Wolf perfectly, because this light cone increases the user's attack by 64%, which is a very big amount and clearly very helpful, especially to meet the attack requirement in her trace, which needs around 4400 attack. After that, every time the user uses ultimate, the user will gain the superpower effect for 3 turns. While this effect is active, first, the user's elation damage will ignore 18% of enemy defense. Second, the user will gain 2 punchlines after using basic attack. And lastly, when the superpower effect ends, the user will gain 12 punchlines instantly. Clearly, this superpower effect is extremely good, because while this effect is active, it significantly increases our elation damage, and also provides additional punchlines which are very helpful for filling hidden rank points. From this alone, it's clear that this light cone is a must-have if you want to maximize Silver Wolf. Okay guys, maybe that's all for this video, and what do you think about this character? Please leave any comments down below and don't forget to check out my other videos because they are no less cool. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.